Hey guys, Robert Strongthumb here. Going to be playing some more Heroes of the Storm today in Hero League. I'm going to put some of my cheat sheet testing to the test, shall we? I am a final pick, and I would prefer to be playing as... I haven't talked about Anub'arak in the longest time, although he is increasing in popularity because of his recent buff. I guess I should put that to the test, yeah? First ban, Kael'thas, awesome. Li Ming, she's not really too threatening. I'd say the second highest brand priority is Diablo, considering we don't have anyone on our team hovering a Diablo. Kael'thas was already banned, and that's what we're most afraid of. That's what I'm most afraid of. An Illidan coupled with an Anub'arak would be awesome, especially versus a Gringris or a Greymane. So I'm totally cool with that. What I like about the Greymane in particular is I could easily queue him every 12 seconds. Tracer, alright, that's going to make us heavily dependent on auto attacks if we also go for Illidan's. Jaina. Alright, so that's going to be all the squishies. I'm going to ask Black Demon if he's ready to play a support. Oh, Drum Space will support. Awesome. In fact, they already just picked the Illidan. Which is interesting because they're going to have two heavy divers that are incredibly squishy. That's going to be interesting to both to deal with and to manipulate. Because that is a whole lot of dive. Their backline is going to be so vulnerable. Which is another reason to go for Anub'arak. I feel like using the Locust Swarm would be really good, considering two of their players would be on me, in addition to Johanna. Well, not on me, but around me. And we banned Morales. I can see why, because Anub'arak is not the best front line ever, and Brightwing is already up in selection because Black Demon said he was not going to be a support. And actually, Morales would have been a good pick on their side for us to have because they would have those two heavy divers. So I have a feel. No, actually, yeah, that's 3 melee right there. So the backline would be heavily protected. So that's good. We banned Morales even. And they forgot they could ban. Alright, awesome. And I'm going to see what this Black Demon picks, just in case. Anub'arak, again, he's not the best tank solo, but because of his updates, now he can actually do that, especially with this given high amounts of damage right here. One problem is going to be staving off those two heavy divers, though. But I think Anub'arak is built for dealing with that. Is Black Demon even in the game? Alright. This is the Sky Temple map, though. So, what's important to realize is that many of these players are going to be soloing. I think that's why a good pick for them was Illidan and the Johanna and the Kringris or Greymane, because each of those characters can easily solo a temple. Same with Tassadar even, now that I think about it. And they might even just pick another support, probably even a Tyrande to amplify their high dive damage. I hope that's not the case though, because that would be difficult to deal with. Even with a Brightwing. What Brightwing's going to excel at, though, is that when Illidan or Greymane dives, she can polymorph them immediately, making them incredibly vulnerable to attacks. Alright, Azul. So they're not going to have a full heal, but it's not like they're going to need it, because Illidan is particularly good versus a lot... Well, Tracer's damage will not go through to Illidan most of the time. And they do have 2 dives. That's going to be a bit difficult. And then they have the Zul to complement the dives. They also notably don't even have a backline. That's going to be interesting. Tassadar, if he's building for his normal build, which is the most viable build on him, then he will be more aggressive even, because he will want to take some damage. But now, Sky Temple. What do we want to note? Again, that all of these characters on the enemy team, I feel like they can solo a temple really easily, whereas Tracer and Jaina, and even Zagara on our team, can't really do that. Brightwing, perhaps. Me, yeah, I can, but that's just 1 compared to their switchable, possibly 5 even. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Alright. Their team has got some spell damage, but not really. So, Magia Menguante is not the right choice here. I am going to go for Maestro de Regeneración, or the Region Globe talent. Now what this allows me to do is collect regen globes to increase my health regen and eventually my health. We don't need the extra damage. Our team already is built for that quite heavily. And I'm the solo frontline, so I need to build either this talent or this talent. Basically, dampen magic or regeneration master. We are not going to be fighting for that because of the Tassadar Illidan combo. I didn't even think of that until now. Let's not fight for that. Yeah? Good idea. We're just going to be sowing the top lane, I hope. I can do this really easily. Ooh, our Brightwing says that we're having some lag. That's not good. But no matter. What's another disappointing thing is going to be the fact that they have quite a lot of damage. And our healer does not heal in bursts. Our Brightwing will probably be picking the Teleblink Blink Heal ultimate. But even then, that's not too much burst. This Greymane could be a problem. At least that's what I'm foreseeing in the future. And this lane is going to be enough to bully me out, because they have the damage. No matter. In lane, just using my W whenever it's off cooldown to get the shield and to spawn a Beetle. Unfortunately, yeah, these red guys are going to be able to out-trade me any day. Even though we have support from our Tracer. Alright, and now these are going to spawn, and again, a problem here is that I will be the only person on my team who can solo this. So, while I'm going to be taking the top just fine, the rest of my team can't really do much. Yeah, okay, here comes a Brightwing to help me out. But, that being said, they can't exactly solo this over here. Now I'm curious to see what's going to happen down here. It looks like the enemies are sort of landing over here, but they're also totally owning the bottom. Alright, and our Brightwing is going to abandon me. That's alright. If I just hold the W key down, I should be fine. As long as I just watch for whenever the big guy is about to do his thing. Alright. I have 3 regen globes with a 2-minute mark. That's pitiful. I gotta hurry this up if I want to get the balance. Ooh, I don't have all my talents yet to sustain. At level 4, we picked up the Legion of Beetles talent, and this allows me to spawn beetles every 8 seconds. This is going to come in handy later at level 7 when I cause my beetles attacks to heal me. I do have to be a little bit careful. We can see this, but I'm on a pretty low health threshold, and I don't yet have the ability to heal myself with the beetles. We do want to focus on lane a bit, though, because... Actually, I didn't see my friend there. We're going to want to focus on lane because I want to get that regen globe talent so badly. That extra 500 health is really going to be important when I'm the solo frontline. With a non-burst healer, I'd like to add. Which is why I'm totally going to get the, the Locust Swarm ultimate this game. Because I need the extra sustain. It would be really awesome if I could use the Cocoon. But I'm afraid I can't because I just need to use the sustain. And given all of their aggression, it's actually going to be a better choice to go for the Locust Swarm. It's just that the Cocoon is so fun to be annoying. You know what I mean? We really don't need this much heavy presence in the top lane anymore because we already pushed that. So I'm going to go to the middle lane so that way we can potentially even push down some of this for some XP. Hopefully. Hopefully Jaina doesn't leave. I can solo lane just fine. It's just... The reason we don't need 2 people up here anymore is because we already pushed that about as far as it's going to get. We would be really lucky and aggressive to get the tier 2 structure over there, or even get anything out of it, really. We'd be diving into their territory, and given that they have the Illidan, that's not smart to do. I think the Illidan will be going for the hunt, considering all of our squishiness, even me caught out alone. I could be incredibly vulnerable. Now, make sure to pick up that regen globe. At level 7, we're going to pick up Escarabajos Serviles. Anyways, the beetles heal me with their auto attacks. So now when I use my 7-second cooldown shield, and on my 8-second, 8-second cooldown to just get a beetle for free, I'm healing. And I forgot there was a temple. No, actually that just happened. Awesome. I'm about to get ganked. But that's alright, because I have the E ability off cooldown. I'm going to protect... Oh, fail to protect our guy. And if we can, I'd like to hurt him. But we shouldn't, because we should capture the temple. That should be our main focus. Alright, and our Zagara is a little bit behind. That's alright. Neither team is going to get to level 10 before the end of this, and it looks like our Jaina has already started this. Alright, it's going to be a bit of a difficult situation, is surviving this without Bright being by my side. So, oh, and I didn't use my E ability in time. Darn. Hasmaruto. Now, yep, and as I go down, the entire enemy team goes down because nobody has the stuns to fend off the Illidan. That was potentially not smart of us to not pick up enough stuns or whatever to deal with the Illidan and the Greymane. What's interesting is they picked two incredible divers on their team. That's usually not what you want to do. But I guess in the fact that we just didn't deal with it, we didn't pick up enough stuns, that we're not, it's going to be a heavy problem. The enemy team even got their level 10s. I have no idea how that happened. And I can't go in now, so I'm just going to go back to laning because we're not level 10 yet, and I could use some regen. Oh, I missed it. I totally could have gotten that if I went that direction. I need regen globes. Yes, we've got about 25 to go at the 6-minute mark. 24, 23 to go. And this is a potentially scary dude. I can use my E ability if I really have to get away, and it looks like I might even have to really get away because there's 4 of them there. We're not going to engage on them, though, because that's folly. So I'm just going to go back to the bottom lane and soak there because none of our team's over there. Our Zagara is doing that when probably she should be laning, although I don't know if she can exactly lane versus all of this, but she is a ranged character, so maybe she should be doing that. And now we abandoned the middle lane. I can't really do much about it. I could get ganked, but I have the E ability for a reason. No, I'm not going to be ganked. Our Tracer is going to be ganked. And I have a feeling we're about to lose a player. Yep, as predicted, the Illidan did go for the hunt, which is going to be a problem because, again, we're all vulnerable alone. I'm going to tell my team that I'm ready to use the Locust Swarm. Locust Swarm gives me a huge AoE, which I heal from. I'd be happy if I could use this in a lane situation to heal from the minions as well and exploit that extra damage and whatnot. But whatever. In the last minute, I believe I've acquired 4 of those things. Now, we don't exactly want to fight them. They see that, Jaina. I'm going to get this just because, and then Johanna's going to come around. Right, girl? Yes, she is. If I can't, I want to move in on one of them, but before that, let's get the regen globe because that's pretty darn important. Considering how much of my team is up top, I'm going to go to the bottom lane, even though it's going to take me a while. Yeah, our team should stay top, though. No. Our team should stay top because we kind of want to deal with these guys before they get too much damage done. Uh-oh, and it looks like our Zagara was cut off without me, and our Tracer is doubting me. You know, it makes sense. Unfortunately, because I'm the only person that can solo these temples, I have to go and do this, pretty much, if I want to get that siege done. Which means that my entire team is vulnerable to the Illidan and the Greymane scum that are furiously attacking our squishy backline, and even frontline for that matter. I hope, yeah, I did get that gem. Okay, I don't need to be in here more, because there's 3 people on that point, so instead, I'll go get some regen globes and soak some XP for my team, because we are pretty far behind. I am probably about to, yeah, I'm about to get ganked, so I'll just walk off in the other direction to avoid that. They are a talent tier head, there's no way we're going to beat them. And just as I predicted, they did get some damage done. They have a Zool, so they can actually do some incredible pushing when left alone. And they just picked that up. If I can't, I'd like to see if I can get some more regen globes before we do anything else. Zagara is about to get a regen globe, so I'll tell her I'm on my way to the regen globe. And she didn't care. Alright, that's alright, I wouldn't care either. But we still have to get regen globes. I probably could be with the team more, but I'm afraid that we need a little bit more XP, and that's another excuse for me to get my regen globes. If they start this, I'll finish it. Let's hit him. And the enemy team's people are smart. They're not going for me. They're going for the squishy backliners because I can't do anything other than stun them every once in a while. I should have used the E ability actually to engage as a stun because they're clumping up enough, and we could have used that stun. But again, because all I have is the 12-second stun, I can't really do much versus their team. We have a stun on a 12-second cooldown, and I believe a polymorph on a 15-second cooldown or a 12-second cooldown. I'm not sure. But Love that positivity. But yes, their team, they seem to know what's good. In the meta right now, because we're all picking incredibly squishy characters, I'm on the way to the region globe. Yes, I am. 15. I'm halfway there. It's 10-minute mark. Gotta speed up my process. Hopefully this boss will do that for me. There's one. But until we get there. Alright. At level 13, I'm going to pick up. None of those are defensive, so I'm going to go for Burning Rage because they're all going to be surrounding me. I would pick up a defensive talent, but there are none at that level, which is a shame. I think Anub'arak was actually a pretty bad pick in this situation, now to think about it, considering our team was banking on me going for a... I mean, I guess what I could have done is I could have hovered nobody or hovered an assassin. That way the team would have been thinking that they had to pick a tank beforehand, and therefore we could have a double tank team to deal with their incredibly aggressive team. And this is about to happen, but our tracer was incredibly aggressive, and I missed my Q. That's alright, I can at least turn on my aura ability and try to body block for my team, although I'm finding trouble in doing that. We just got one of them, stun another. I am about to have my Q off cooldown, and I hit 3 members. Awesome, awesome, and I have to go. Too late. Darn. And like I said, the inability to burst heal from the Brightwing is definitely, like, this team was made to be played against this team in terms of their picks. The enemy team did an amazing job of counter picking us, which is awesome. I really want to play on this team if they are a stack, now to think about it. But that doesn't mean we're going to lose. It just means it's going to be difficult for us to win. We did just get 2 kills for my 1 death, and because I died, though, the problem is they can't engage too well, because these characters are all backline attackers, relying on me to frontline for them. We did get the temple, and actually we're okay. We're okay on siege. They have 3 towers, we have 3 towers, or keeps rather. Now, I'm going to go over here to get that region globe, or not. And our team knows to be careful, right? Or not, because it's just one of them. If I can't, awesome. Nope, we're not going to get her, but we are going to get those people. And Tracer's dead, or whoever, because they were a little bit too aggressive. We weren't going to kill that girl anyways. I have a few seconds left on my ultimate heal ability, so actually I'm just going to have to... Oh, and I used it too late again. I have fallen out of practice, I suppose, with this character, and I've not known when to escape. Those 4 deaths of mine, I have a feeling all 4 of them were cases where I did not press the E ability quick enough. And I am going to... if I pick up Blood for Blood is usually not good, or Sangre por Sangre is not good usually. This, if you can't read that, it gives me more beetles, which would heal me more, and this gives a bigger stun, but considering I'm not using this ability ever... I'll use this. This will give me 4-second cooldown reduction on my E ability, and that'll allow me to charge in with it, and then use it out, I hope. I want to answer my team, but I'm in the thick of combat. They have an extreme push coming, and now is a perfect time for me to use my R ability, because we're in the middle of the hugest wave you ever did see. So, and I didn't use my E ability like I said I would, so hold up as I hit all of them and deal all that damage and get the cooldown back like instantly. And body block, body block, body block. That was awesome. That's how you play Anub'arak, guys. If you're gonna take anything from this video, that's how you play Anub'arak. And we can get both of these all solo mid, because Anub'arak can solo that. No. Okay, fine. They're just gonna take that. I'll go and get some regen globes. Actually, I'm gonna stay here for this regen globe and then get the one in the lane. Just a moment. I want to get it real quick though. We could... No, we can't attempt the boss. It's on cooldown. So I'm going to go over here as quick as possible and grab this. Yes, that E ability, that was a really good combo with her Maw. She had an amazing Maw, by the way. Did the Zagara. Zag. Awesome Maws. Positivity is awesome. Alright, the enemy team is just coming back, so the hunt is probably upon us. I'm going to go support the top because they need it. On my way, on my way. They should probably retreat. Yeah. Our team's inability to retreat is definitely a problem. I'm gonna do this. Hit her, hit him. Is he gonna die? Yes, he is. I'm gonna be rooted in just a moment. It's right, I almost have my ultimate, but no dice. I'm gonna have to just retreat, and my E ability was just off cooldown. That's a shame. Again, the R ability is not a burst heal, so if I were to use it there, it'd be a folly 100-second cooldown waste of an ultimate. That was a shame. And I think the problem there is I engaged with my E ability, but didn't hit it on enough people. If I recall, I only hit Greymane because Illidan immediately jumped away, which was probably not calculated by him, but it was definitely a wise move by him. And with this 4-player man down type thing, Zagara can't even do anything really because the hunt on nope, Illidan's the one who's dead. Alright, I still haven't hit my maximum yet. I want to hit that as soon as possible, but I've at least made some good progress because that 500 health difference is going to be huge. I was considering using the ultimate there in that fight though because the frost mages were up and I would have sapped life from the frost mages while they were alive. Questionable use of the maw there because and that's never mind. Thought that was Johanna. I am going to go for Amo de la Colmena. Basically, I permanently have this little locust that every few seconds gives me some health and hurts the enemies. This will improve my tankiness a little bit more than Escudo Templado, which is essentially hardened shield. That's annoying. This is going to give me a little bit more opportunity to... the enemy team is for sure going to get at least 2 keeps out of this, and I don't know if we'll be able to get any. It just depends on how quickly we deal with the boss threat. I'm actually going to use my Q and deal all sorts of things right now, because I just want to produce beetles to deal more damage to this guy. Although, even with this, I have a feeling the enemy is going to be able to pick off at least 2 of our keeps. Okay, I am going to take a little bit of time, because I want to get this, and I want to tear these guys away. But our team insists that I go middle, and they do need me, so I guess I should see that. Picking up this... I am the reason for that death. Missed the Q completely, but that's alright, because I'm going to have my E ability in just a moment, and the enemy team is in hot retreat. Johanna's doing an amazing job of hitting me right there, and I'm going to use my ultimate because I'm still at a high health threshold. Although my team... Where'd my team go? She stopped following me, and I should have recognized it. Darn it. But, hey, it was totally worth it. We got 3 for our 2, and we were equal leveled. That was awesome. I wish I could have picked that up so much. I have 3 more to go. 3 more to go until I've really got a burst of strength. Yeah. The enemy team just found out that I was away from my team too much. And I used the E ability to get so far away from my team that they couldn't catch up. Our team doesn't have too much movability except with the blink heal, which is a very valuable cooldown given this team. Actually, we're the ones going to get 2 forts out of this. 2 keeps even. Maybe even 3. Because we're just starting the top temple. Although, they're going to get this keep, I'm afraid. And possibly even this one. But oh well. Wait. Why didn't we finish this off? Oh. Because we all retreated. That's alright. I think because of how early that is on the cooldown, I really want to pick this up. But the entire enemy team is respawning. I'm the one who's died the most, but that's because of my dive ability and my inability to press the E button. I guess I just had to get a little bit used to it again. Why are we taking that when we could be doing that? Okay, I'm going to pick up this and then run over to... No, I missed it. That regeneration globe. I still don't understand why we didn't interrupt that, because that was a very valuable... They did get 2 keeps. That is an out-of-position Greymane that we can pick up on. And for some reason, I was taking off my mount. Darn it. And I missed out on yet another regen globe, but I'm going to pick this one up. So there. Alright, now we see the enemy is not really doing much, so if I can't, I would love to get a regen globe. It would give me 500 health. Come on. Yes. 500 health it is. Alright, now, yeah, she's in a dangerous spot given their team comp. But that doesn't mean we can't make an aggressive play. All 5 of us are here compared to their not so 5, and I'm gonna stun, or at least I thought I was, and now they're splitting up. I want to attack him, but I can't because my E is on cooldown. And I forgot I had a team. I'm gonna go over here and stun one. I thought it was 2 people, and I'm gonna use my ultimate now because there's a lot of enemies, and I had full health, and I'm gonna not be able to use my ability to get away. Admittedly, I was also not dodging any skill shots that might have been thrown at me, although then again, most of their stuff is just passive AoE in the melee range that I have to be susceptible to, being the only melee person on the entire team. And again, lack of burst healing, even my R's passive healing against a pretty clumped up team, if I'm going to be honest. If I recall, a whole bunch of red was right there. So, yeah, our team, our healing is just not good enough at the moment. We lost 3 for their 1, so I'd recommend we all go top or all go bottom, but even then, not much is going to happen. Yeah, I did. I dove way too far. Exactly. And then, again, our healing ability is just so not. It's not good enough. But that doesn't mean we can't win. It's just difficult to out-damage the enemy team when I'm the front line. We can't let them get both of these, though, can we? So I'm going to tell my team that I'm on the way. Because the enemy team at this rate is going to not only get that keep, but they're going to deal core damage. So, and they just left the top lane anyways. So, although they're going to see this and Illidan's going to come charging in, am I right? Alright. I'm going to use this ability. And I want to engage, but there's nobody to engage on. I'm going to... Oh, nope, he's dead. That's awesome. We're taking serious core damage, though, so we need to step on this point, and even then, I'm afraid it's going to be GG. The enemy has way too much damage on our core, and the bullets are still there. Oh, well. So, yeah, enemy team did an amazing job in the draft, just completely counterpicking us, our team comp decision. That was really well played by them. I don't know if that was intentional or not. And I did not press the E ability in time, and I also way overextended given my role as a solo frontline Anub'arak. So I'm afraid that's going to be all for today, guys. So if you want to see more of this kind of thing, subscribe for more. Like this video if you liked it. Some comments down below for conversation, because that's cool. And share this video with your friends who think it'd like it as well. That'll be all for today. See you guys.